Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit. What up?
Going down. So you heard a piece of our little conversation here.
Just a snippet, yeah, just a snippet.
Yeah, they were going in. We had a caller who felt like Mook was not a legend.
And what, like Mook's not like a legendary actor or something? Because we're talking about battle rap, Rainer. That's like silly. That's a silly goose statement, bro. Like that's not even questionable. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was his merit? Like, what was his reasoning for such a?
He was all over the place, real deal. Let's be honest. He made his point. He said Mook don't have bars. He said I care about bars. Mook doesn't have bars. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him, I guess. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just an outlandish statement. Like, that's not even, you're not even picking a person that's on the fence. You're talking about arguably the Mike Jordan of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, that would be like, the only people that would like dog Mike Jordan would be like jazz fans.
Yeah.
No, maybe, I don't know. Like, that's just silly.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has an opinion. That battle rap is an opinionated sport. I just felt like, I'll let him get his say out, but at the end of the day, I just, everybody has a style or gifts that they bring to battle rap. That's what made all of you, even yourself, Real Deal, individuals in this game. Mook came up in an era that basically, like Deborah just said, pretty much you had to have bars on deck. He was able to surpass the masses, and he became the cover. But at the end of the day, he's saying that he did make mention about DNA and him feeling like DNA, Mook has the popularity, but he doesn't feel like he's legend over DNA. I feel like DNA hasn't made legend status yet, and now I am a fan. I feel like he hasn't made legendary status yet. I feel like he has a lot more to do. I just feel like, he might.
Go ahead. Oh, my bad. I mean, it's tough. I kind of think you hit the nail on the head when I kind of was tuning in. If you're somebody that's like, I hate this thing now, like, this dude got bars. Like, a bar is just a line. Describe what kind of fucking bar you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is to say, hey, yo, Big Gerald, how's that not a bar? No, it's not a punchline. No, he didn't say, I said slow that down. Hey, yo, Big Gerald. No. Like, what did you want to hear? So if you're like, clearly this dude has like a tunnel vision on what kind of style he likes. But even that, those people in that style would be like, yeah, Mook's a legend. As far as DNA, I definitely think he is a legend. I'm not a fan, actually. So
you're breaking up. You're breaking up, bro.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you now. You were saying you were not a fan because of what now?
No, I'm not a DNA fan. However, there's something to be said for his consistency, his ability to entertain a crowd. You know what I'm saying? His ability to, transition between freestyle and written. I mean, I don't think he has many good lines at all. And frankly, has a lot of, has a lot of really rough lines that we laugh about, but are kind of mind-blowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that being said, definitely as the most viewed battler, there's things that, he's got to be a legend. He just has to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like, put it this way, when it's all said and done, I think 90% of the fans who know who DNA is will say he's a legend. When it's all said and done. If you don't think he's winning right now, I don't see how you don't say he's winning by the time he's done. He has to be. That being said, DNA has talent. I don't think anyone can sit here and say he does not have talent. That does not mean he's the best, but clearly not everyone can stand up on stage and do what DNA does. That's obvious. Everyone can't stand up on stage and do that. So I feel like he has a tool chest. He has different things he can pull from. Now, is he the most lyrically gifted? No, but hey, a lot of people aren't. but he knows how to make a battle competitive, and he's actually won some battles. So, yeah, I mean, I think, to be honest, I think legendary status a lot of time, it comes down to two things. Number one, you had to have been from a previous era. You had to kind of have been in the game for a while, because you don't really give legendary status to people who are like young, or someone who may have had a couple great battles, but they're relatively new to the game, like Surf. So take Surf, for instance, right? And number two, you had to have performed at the absolute highest level in the game. I think if you did those two things, I think you get the legendary status. DNA still, to me, he's been around a while, but I think with a few more years in the game, and with at least even with the battles he's had so far, I do believe that ultimately he's going to be considered a legend, undeniably.
Here's something to think about. And me and my homie was talking about this, and this is my DNA comparison, okay? Mm-hmm. We talk about Football Hall of Fame, right? And I'm from Pittsburgh, and I say Terrell Davis should get in the Hall of Fame before Jerome Bettis. Now, hold before anyone dumps the craziness. Jerome Bettis accumulated stats over time. He was consistently decent. Terrell Davis was one of the best in the game for that 5-year stretch. He was like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, DNA is DNA will be around. He'll get booked. But and what's funny about the DNA thing is, for all the people that come out and blast him online or whatever, he be in these venues and they be rocking with him. I don't know if them dudes just never come out. Yeah, I don't know if these, or their dudes are just like whatever. And again, like I'm not, I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to sit here and throw any shade towards dude. Like I think he is a legend, just because of, his longevity and his ability to cross over to many different platforms is huge. But I do think at the end of the day, somebody who's not been around as long, to me, eclipses him. Like, I don't personally me, it's hard for me to think of a DNA battle that I'm going to watch again. And I'm not, again, and maybe that sounds like throwing shade. Like, straight up. Like, maybe that sounds like throwing shade. But, like, even the disaster, right, that unlimited round that just went fucking forever. You know what I'm saying? And that, to me, is probably one of his – but even in that, he has the setup where he goes, time flies loud. And I'm just like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? So, like but I definitely think he's a legend for sure. And he's definitely somebody that has, helped change the face of battle. And for him to be as young as he is and still have the respect to incorporate freestyles and everything, even though it's kind of a dead art, you know what I mean? That's something to be said for that. So like I said, I mean, for all these people that be in, making memes or like, whatever, he be at these venues and they be hinging, waiting for his 4th, 8th, 12th, you know what I mean? So I don't know, they go into hiding when he battles, or they don't got ticket money or something.
Yeah, now let me ask that, because I want to turn this around. I want to make this about you. I don't want to make it about all them, but let me ask this too. Since you said something just now, freestyle is a dead art. I love it. To me, it shows so much versatility when done right. You know what I mean? Although, like you said, there's the fuck ups here and there, the lines that you get the memes from, whatever. But to be able to go in and out of written without people really knowing. I mean, I've had guys that I've actually debated with, argued. I can't even say debate. Argue with, and I'm like, nah, that was not written. That was freestyle. No, fuck that. He wrote that down. No, he didn't. That's the point and that's the credit that I give him, because like Ever, and forgive me, my co-host tonight, I have Ever and I have Angelique, Granny Peak, one of your favorite fans, on the line with us tonight. But I feel like that's something very hard to do, freestyling, to make it seem just so like it is written. Like you said, it is, to me, I still feel it's very relevant.
Well, allow me to play a bit of devil's advocate on that. Does that also mean that your writtens are kind of weak? You know what I'm saying? Right. If your freestyle sounds just like your written, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, here come. I'm not even trying to throw shade. So I watch Clips Iron. I'm at the event. Okay,
Right,
and Clips got his setups, which I'm watching. Like, these are definitely written, or like something. I got a mean gun. I'll roll it, and I'm just like, damn, that's a lazy ass setup. Yeah. Now in my head, I'm like, that sounds either freestyled or written. Mm-hmm. I'm not really giving credit to that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do wholeheartedly agree if you can interchange freestyle, like mid-verse, whatever, like you know, DNA will have some rebuttals sometimes. I'm just like, damn, you know what I mean? But I also learned from a natural feel-good thing to a parlor trick. You know what I'm saying? Where
I agree.
Motherfuckers like, oh shit, he's freestyling, and it's just like
you get a point just because you're freestyling, not because it was great.
And there's no risk because if the freestyle's ass, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, one of my favorite battle moments recently is when John opened up with a freestyle. And this is no shade. I actually think this is hilarious. And he starts to freestyle against Rocky. He's like, you know what, man? Fuck that rebuttal. I was like, thank you, bro. Like, just let that one go. Like, and he went into his shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I definitely see, like, Hollow to Dawn can do it incredibly. Sharon has good freestyles. I think occasionally he tends to overdo it, but I think Sharon, I'll tell you who one of the best freestyle rebuttalers is, I think, actually is Big Cannon. Big Cannon will drop a room shaker rebuttal.
Yes.
You know who else, too, is I think O-Red has had a couple freestyle rebuttals that were thoroughly impressive to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Big Cannon is a battler that I feel like has what I would call extreme image issues. He just can't get right. Like, with his skill set, there's no way he should be as marginalized as he is. I'm sorry. Like, he can do too much. He has bars, like what people call bars, where they're basically talking about lyrical dexterity. He has that. He can freestyle. He rebuttals, which, you know, he can do. He has projection. He actually even has, you know, his little preacher swag. I mean, he brings a full skill set to the table, but for some reason the people just will not embrace it.
I think one of the Big Cannon things, and again, I put Big Cannon freestyle-wise, he's in my top 5. He's in my top 5 freestylers.
Absolutely.
Because he can sound smooth. He can rap. It's not like, yo, I'm freestyling and I'm dropping this bomb or some fucking corn-ass setup. Like, he'll actually transition well. I think one of the things that tend to hurt Big Cannon is I don't know. I just think he's so cool, like, and chill, that there's a perception that he's not hard enough, if that makes sense. Like, you know, he doesn't, like, you know what I'm saying? So, which is silly as fuck, because, you know, these fans, like, you don't know none of these motherfuckers. So to be like, yo, he's a real motherfucker. It's like, really, bro? You just randomly co-sign strangers? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool, because that's like one of the nicest people I've ever met. Like, not throwing shade on him, but, you know, you just assume this motherfucker's out and then assume that dude is whatever. So I agree, man. I saw AC was an incredible battle, I thought. I really wished he would have freestyled.
You said you saw
who?
True.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I said I really wished he wouldn't have freestyled his whole second. Like, I understand he was trying to, like, prove a point or whatever, but I didn't. That wasn't my favorite, but I thought the battle was great, man. His battle with O-Red.
Breaking up again.
They made it. Oh, damn. You there?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you perfectly.
All right, my bad. I said his shit with O-Red as well was incredible, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And O-Red killed it too, and I'm glad, because remember they said it was like an issue with the footage, and the footage came out wasn't even that bad. I was like, man. So
you know what? That you're right about the JC battle, because, like, I remember, like, that shaving cream, you know, bump up bar, like, that was crazy. I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about. He was talking about how his money should be increasing, or whatever the case may be. That I thought that was crazy, or whatever. And like I said, he has great projection. He knows how to deliver his bars for, like, maximum impact. You know, but like you said, he's not perceived as hard, and he doesn't even try to pretend to be that way. You know, he embraces it. Now, granted, that's not getting him any points, but we talk about this thing oftentimes called believability. It's like an actor.
Right.
Like, real deal, how would you feel if there was a casting call for a new Superman movie and you found out that Steve Harvey was going out to play the part? You kind of see.
Honestly, nowadays it wouldn't surprise me. No, I get the point. I get the point you're making. I would be less than enthused about it. But you know what, man? I used to feel a lot stronger. I used to be like, looking conceited with all these gun bars, talking about big ass guns and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I'm like, so what? It's fucking entertainment, bro. Like,
True.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
But not all fans care about that, though. Some fans don't care. Like, I will admit, I see, because battle rap is entertainment and it is like stage acting to me, I do expect a degree of, it helps sell the material more, the more believable it is. Like, real deal, you don't get up there and try to be super gangster. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
At all. And I was going to go there.
You know, so, like, people, like, aren't you like a teacher or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when people were talking about you being a teacher, I'm like, okay, and, I mean, he's not up here trying to act like he's Shotgun Suge either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
I don't get it, you know, so, but I think what happens, man, is like, I hate to say this, and this is just going to be controversial, but when you're black, okay, and you're in this environment, there are certain ignorant expectations. Look, I'm not a street dude, but when I watch this stuff and I'm watching urban MCs talk about street stuff, I do expect a certain degree of believability because it sells the material. Now, here's the thing. You may not be doing any of that stuff. For all I know, Shotgun Suge goes home and knit at night, you know, in a rocket chair. But he's up there. He's tall. You know, he has the white mouth. He looks hungry. You know, he just sells it a lot more.
But from a female,
but from
a female perspective, I'm sorry, guys, but from a female perspective, see, I can't let you finish that because there may be guys that feel the same way that I do. From the geeky committee, no, but from a female's perspective, like Real Deal just said, it's, to me, I used to call this battle rap theater, is what I used to call it. Battle rap theater, because, if everybody is doing what they said that they're doing, all these niggas just dry snitching on themselves, number one. Okay, but at the end of the day, the believability to me comes from the aggression to me or how you project, how your delivery, your cadence is. Because I feel like you can do that, not necessarily talking about shooting. How many goddamn gun bars are you going to have? That shit is just, I mean, I don't see how much more
you can do. But, Wayne, these guys eat that stuff up. These guys eat that stuff up, Wayne. Like, and you know it. They eat it up. And so these fans are only giving these people what they want. I would like to see a smack event where there are no gun bars. Let's see how many people show up the next event. Might get a little.
You know what I'll say, though?
Up in there.
You know what I'll say to piggyback off what you were saying? Here's what I think. I agree definitely with the believability in the sense that Math, Shotgun, Swave, motherfuckers like that, right? They can get away with just it. The bar doesn't have to be incredible. They can sell it. Just now, that's why Conceited, motherfuckers like that. Like, you bet the bar better be incredible.
Incredible, yep.
Where it's undeniable. Where I'm just like, I don't even give a shit that he just referenced like shooting up an entire crowded lobby. That was amazing. Like, you know what I mean? So I do agree that there's a disparity and there's leeway. So I'll agree with that. But it's not like, you know, if I hear a motherfucker like, yo, my homie Fresco, he be having some of the coldest gun bars out.
Oh, my God, yes.
The shit is real hot. Like, who am I to check the validity of it? The boy is fire.
Niggas recently just seen a battle with Fresco and was like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be on you. Like, really? Y'all, listen, go do your battle rap homework. Here's your page for the day.
This dude
Tracker is your friend.
And it just sounds so like he might not be able to pull off the a shoot you in your head, you drop Indian style. Like, he can't pull some shit like that off.
Yeah.
But an undeniable fire bar is undeniably fire. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Like,
you know what though? I will, sorry but I got to get this out of my head. Please let me say this. I will say this too. It does matter who you're battling, because I can watch JC, and JC can have all the gun bars he wants, but if JC is standing in front of Math Hoffa, somehow it just does not connect the same. I cannot sit there and watch you gun bar Math Hoffa. It just doesn't work. The size disparity and just the image. It just. But I can watch him do it against Big Cannon. I can do that because it's the willing suspension of disbelief, they call it. Like, I'm willing to set my disbelief aside and let you talk stuff that I know you're not doing if the situation makes sense. It's almost like when it would be like if let's just say if Loaded Lux started writing for Shotgun Suge in Loaded Lux's style. Now,
oh my God,
no, hold on. Now, listen, I rock with Suge, what Suge does, but Suge is not going to convince me that his mind works that way, and he will never convince me of that. So he can't sell that. So I think, some things just, it just depends on the person and it depends on the context. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let me ask this, and I'm going to pose this question toward you, Real Deal, because being that you are able to go in between, you pretty much fit where you go, and being consistently on URL, believability in the case of when you battle. And my main point that I'm making is with you and Head Ice. That battle, I had you winning. I love Ice, but I had you winning. It's like the way I looked at it, I had you winning going in from the door, but the way I looked at it was, this is going to be a battle that he don't have to come in there with this full bravado. He doesn't have to, you don't have to out-bully Ice at all. You feel me? So the believability, it's like it wasn't that expectation for me. It was like, I don't have to believe that you coming in there with guns blazing. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
No, it's funny I was literally just going to reference, though, on that, and I appreciate, you know what I mean? When I was going into the Head Ice battle, one of the things I said is, I'm like, okay, I be watching motherfuckers hit this dude with bars. Presence alone. And Head Ice don't even walk around like so I'm like, I'm not going to fucking change what I do and be like, call him old for 3 rounds. I'm like, I'm going to hit him with some bars. That motherfucker literally has a force field that you cannot fight. Bro, and listen, the King of the Dot crowd is white. Like, I don't even, like, and they're looking at me like, shut the fuck up, man. I stop the rap. What you doing there? Like, and it's crazy because, like I said, some of the shit Ice said, and Ice is my dude, some of the shit he said, no other rapper is getting away with. The man said, this is literally what he said, he'll show up at my sister's boyfriend's house and break the car window with a golf ball, and he brought a golf ball. What kind of weird, half-ass threatening shit is that? Like, imagine your sister's like, yo, there's this dude outside my man's crib. You're like, okay, what's he doing? He just brought a golf ball. He don't even look like he plays golf. And he broke the window. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a minor disturbance. And, like, so I'm sitting there like, damn, like, if I said that, but there's something to be said about that skill as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that is a skill. Like, Charlie Clips had it for a while. He still has it to a degree, but like Charlie Clips could get away with not even having third rounds, and his fans and a lot of fans would defend him to the death. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. This man is literally cheating y'all. Y'all did not pay to come watch Charlie Clips give you 2 rounds, but he's getting away with it, you know? So it's just he kind of overplayed that hand, but it was amazing for a while.
The crazy thing I think about Clips is his rounds never blew me away ever anyway. I think I was kind of like the average fan. I was just enamored, like, and there's a skill for that. Like, I'm like, damn, Clips is doing his thing. And now when I watch, I'm like, damn, a lot of these setups are lazy. The bar is just, he's like stretching. Like, Clips is the type, you know, a bar, you're not rapping on a beat, but there's got to be some cutoff point.
Yeah.
Like, Clips will rhyme like, I got a mean gun, and I walk up in your sister's crib, smack the dog down, something. It's like, damn, that does not fit into a bar, my guy. Like,
yeah.
you're at a level where you are just rewriting the parameters out here. But you're so, his ability to sell it, he plays to a crowd. So now it's very trendy in battle rap to jump off a bandwagon and jump on a bandwagon. So now it's death to Clips. He's been, you know, and I think to be honest, for years I've said I'll watch a Red battle over a Clips battle. I'll watch you know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I'm not throwing shade. JC battle over a Clips. This is just. Let me say that Clips one rounder with JC was actually really good.
It was dope. I won't even front.
That was
dope. I had JC winning, but yeah, it was.
You know what the
that
thing
was
is
actually
with Clips?
Really good.
The thing is with Clips is like Real Deal was saying, some people just have this natural charisma that somehow just when they send these bars out, it's like people are like hypnotized. It's like you want to hear. It's like you want to like what they have to say, so you like it, whether it's garbage or not. Like, at that moment, you want to like it. Like, this is Clips. I love Clips. I want to go out and have a beer with Clips or whatever, smoke weed with Clips. Whatever it is Clips has.
Hell
when he
no.
spit those C-level bars, you love them.
Look at how many rappers that embraced the dislikability and how long it took for people to come around. People were hating on Rex for years, Arsenal for years, Shotgun Suge for years because they didn't pander, and they were not that Clips does. I'm just saying Clips is a real cool dude, and he looks like he's having fun, whatever. He's got a crossover likability. It took a while of just like, yo, fuck you, I don't give a shit what you say, for people to kind of get on board. You know what I'm saying? So with the whole Clips thing, I think it's, you know, that bandwagon jumping is a huge, huge thing. But for years, Clips knew, hey, people want a punchline. They want 4, 8, 12, so I can kind of put in between 1 and 4 kind of anything, which I hate. Like, bro, let me say this. If you're paid for a 3-minute round, now for me that's about 48 bars, okay, because I rap a little slower, so that's 48 bars. If you drop one hot punchline, okay, every four, all right, so what, 8 times 6, you should have, or 8 to what, I don't know what goes in there. You should have at least, I'm not trying to do the math, like 7 hard-ass punchlines per round. Why are people labeling battles as classic that have like 3 moments in it?
Yeah.
You're getting off 150 bars, and like, you should have at least 8 to, you know what I mean, like, moments of like, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. That whole like
I think people get it confused with a hot line, with a hot round, or a classic round to a classic battle. What is your definition of, to you, Real Deal? What's your definition of a classic? We got to get this shit together because that's facts.
First of all, the criteria for me, there's very few. First of all, both rappers have to have wow moments. Wow moments. And it's got to, like, I look at Hitman. I mean, Hitman Verb is classic. That's when he first brought the remix out. And regardless of what people think, that's dope as fuck. Like, Hitman might on paper might not blow your mind or whatever, but he's brought game-changing shit to the game. And then, you know, that, and even the shit that's not referenced, obviously you think Big Joe or whatever, there wasn't ass moments. There wasn't like, oh, what did he just say? That was whack. He didn't. There wasn't a lot of reaching. There was rapping. You know what I'm saying? So, like, of course, that one's a gimme one that jumps out. Hollow Lux is another one. You know what I'm saying? I think out of 6 rounds, you know, between 2 opponents, I mean, at least 4 of the 6 got to be really fucking dope, and the other 2 can't be ass. Yeah, so like, I like punchlines and I love wordplay and all that shit, but that wow moment is so key, and so many punch-heavy battles are missing it. You know what I'm saying? They're missing it.
I'm sorry, go ahead, finish.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was going to ask you, was Danny Myers and B-Dot a classic?
Let me make the most honest confession I can. I don't know, I might get booed or whatever. I watched one round, okay?
Okay.
And I watched Danny Myers and I watched B-Dot one round. Now, Danny Myers started. Danny Myers would have a super hotline, and then Danny Myers had a bar. Okay, let me explain this to you. So for the bar, he created a situation where he's wearing a Dallas Stars jacket. Like just out of thin air. He wasn't wearing one currently. So he creates this just so he can use a punchline. You fuck with what I'm saying, right? Just so he can use a punchline about, like, you'll see the steel come from behind the stars or some shit. And it was like, wait a minute, you just made up a scenario that who buys a Dallas Stars? Like, it was, you got to watch it. I'm pretty sure it was Dallas Stars, but you get the point. Like, and I penalized for shit like that. Like, that would be like me at a venue with a fucking regular white T-shirt on. Like, I'll show up at your house with this Falcons coat. So you're going to see the iron behind the bird. It's like, hold on, dude. Like, do you own a Falcons coat? Like, this is getting, like, the rules of writing are just getting crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
But you know what, though?
I just can't get beat. I understand there's so much shit that in battle rap people make up. I'll roll up to your crib with a knife blade. That's cool with me. When you start inventing articles of clothing to fit punchlines in, the laziness has gone to new heights. And again, I fuck with Myers. Then I watch B-Dot rap, and I wasn't, maybe I got to check his 2 and 3. I wasn't into his style. Just put it that way. I'm not saying he was bad. It just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? It was it's kind of the stay woke style, I guess. Like,
yeah,
I don't, you know, and I'm just, I don't know. Like, I shut it off. I'm gonna tell you another battle that I thought was very good, but Avram Nitty, I wouldn't say classic. I would say very good, and I would say it missed the wow factor. It was 6 rounds of punchlines, very good. But when I look back at the battle, I'm just like, yeah, that was a punchline. That was a good punchline. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. To me, you know, it's the level right underneath it.
You know what? Let me, please, like, I was going to say, when you said that about Av and Rum, I said, you might need to get your gun out and peek out the window or something, because they might be coming for you, fam. But anyway, there's a lot of people who love that battle. Like, I actually created a topic.
No, it's dope. It's dope.
No, listen, there are people that are saying it's more than dope. Like, I'm just putting that out there. I don't know how much you get on in Facebook groups and stuff like that, but there are people who love that battle. Like, that battle is up with JC and Chilla, which is considered another legendary battle. There are people who put that on that level. So I'm just putting that out there. Now, that being said, I like diversity in writing. Just back-to-back punching gets redundant for me. I need,
and that was part of my thing with the Avram Nitty. Don't get me wrong. It was very dope. I also like humor.
Yeah.
Like, I think Arsenal was, like, one of the funniest motherfuckers doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like when people are funny. Yeah, like, a lot of them serious dudes.
Real deal. Who won, Arsenal or Cortez?
Yo, so I got a confession to make, right? So I'm at the venue. Look, I'm at the venue, and I'm watching the first round. And I watch Cortez, and Cortez has been on it. You know, he's been killing. And I watched the first. Cortez is my man, but I thought Arsenal was kicking Cortez's ass real early. And I started talking to somebody over at the bar, and I missed the next 2 rounds, and Organic coming, like, wigged on me. He was like, yo, bro, what the fuck? You over here talking and shit? You're a battler. You should. I'm like, yo, I didn't even know I was that loud, bro. Like, I was in some real deep conversation. I felt like a total dick. Like, I was like, bro, I'm over by the bar. So I did miss. But when I ran the pay-per-view back, to get through or whatever, just one of the bars that I picked up by Arsenal as a setup. is hilarious to me. He said, "Your daddy wish you would have lost to that other sperm swimming by." Like, that's just so fucking funny to me. And Arsenal wasn't trying to be funny. He didn't stop and sell it like a comedian. He just like, "Yo, punk ass daddy wish you would have lost to that other sperm swimming by."
Yeah.
And like he just, and bro, like it's that Arsenal. That's part of like the Arsenal wow factor. Just random shit like that. Like, some of his punchlines obviously are just wild, but like, I don't know, man.
That shit hit home.
Arsenal was definitely up 1-0. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, because Cortez had this shit. Cortez had this shit where he's like, you know, Cortez does that, like, we're going to speak about this. So Cortez mentions a bar that Arsenal said that was whack, and it definitely was whack. And Arsenal's like, but wait till the third round. That's some shit we're going to speak about. And I remember thinking, like, why speak about it? Like, it was a whack-ass bar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready for Cortez to pull some, like, crazy ace out the deck. Like, you know, bring someone up on stage that, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's just like, you said that bar. That's some shit we got to speak about. I'm like, can we not speak about that at all? Like,
yeah, that's enough.
Because right now, you are
like, it's not
like good right now.
Yeah, there's video of the shit. He's not denying he said it. Like, he probably will admit it's whack. Like, so, like, that was
like, I need you to come a lot harder than that, Cortez, right? Because he was killing him. I'm like, oh my God.
Cortez is doing, like, the pre-interviews, like, wait till you see, you know, I got some shit that's going to fucking, you know what I'm saying, make people question their faith. That's my quote, not his. But then he, in the battle, like, you know, he's got the setup, reaching out, some, you said this bar? That's some shit we're going to speak about. And I'm just like, but why? Like, the shit was ass. I agree the shit was trash, but, like, I don't want to revisit it. Ars doesn't want to revisit it. The dude who had to stand in front of that garbage don't want to revisit it. Like, I'm like, it was just real. It was like, let me tell you what everyone already knows. It's got 400,000 views. All 400,000 people that watched it or whatever knew that he said that. Like, you're not revealing anything. Like,
we need need more.
Yeah, it was a try too hard moment for Tez, and Tez is my guy, man. But it was like I think he thought he struck gold, and shit was fool's gold.
Hey, Real, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just want to ask this question, and this is kind of I won't even front. This is kind of out of left field, but I like asking battlers this question. Real deal, you seem like the type of guy when you're putting your material together, you put a lot of time and effort in it. Like, you care about what you're doing. I respect that. Now, let me ask you a question. Let's just say someone called you and said, "Hey, Real Deal, we have a winner-take-all battle. It's a pot for $250,000. Would there be a big difference in the quality of your material than there is now, or you're just, I'm giving my best? Like, $250,000 is not going to increase the quality of my material. I'm just curious.
The only thing that would change it is I would have to figure out the platform and what it's for. And actually, if it did change it, it would slightly in a negative, because I'd be more inclined to pander to whoever the fuck is there to get the 250. So if you're like Nickelodeon's throwing a battle, I'm gonna get my SpongeBob bars out, my Are You Afraid of the Dark bars, like I'm Mark Saunders bars, like everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you said BET and if 250's on the line, shit, I'm up there. I'll you know what I mean? I'll dress head to toe, you know, in an African shit. Like, yo, what the fuck, man? This white privilege is bullshit. Like, straight up, 250, let's work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
so
yeah.
I mean, but as far as like, do I prepare? I honestly, man, I prepare. I don't even want to sound stereotypical, but I really prepare. You can check these one-rounders I got or battles that you, quote, think I could have slacked off or whatever, and I really prepare the same way I prepare all the time. Now, I learned the lesson because the irony of it is I just come off the Magic battle. I book a battle in Arizona with Cadillac Rum. Okay. Now I'm like, yo, this league's a small league. Right. I'm like, this league's a small league. I said, Ron, my homie, but you know, he's been high 3 of his last 5 battles. I said, I'm gonna get it in. So I get there, we there chilling. I'm kicking it with Ron. I start throwing beers back. Right. This motherfucker sober as a judge, just sitting there talking to me, right? I'm like, yeah. So I get up on stage. I'm sitting on stage, man. We didn't battle till like 2 a.m, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I stand up, and I felt like I was 15 again. Like, ooh, I think I'm drunk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was inebriated. So needless to say, Caddy Ron kicked my ass for 3 rounds. I was freestyling like, yo, I'm coming off with a dog. It was just terrible. It's like awful footage. If you really want to watch it, it's actually halfway comical. My first line, I literally go, Cadillac Ron, I fucking battle rap moms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, my God.
Like, oh, bro. It was, and I had a #1 dad shirt on the boot, right? Just to be a dick. So this motherfucker was sober as a button, and I felt bad afterwards. I'm like, man. And the dude who set it up was super cool, and he was trying to find a way to tell me that I shit the bed. He was like, yeah, I mean, we were kind of hoping for that B Magic real dude, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I guess I left him at home, bro.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, you know, if I ever come back out, I got you for, you know, definitely a discount or whatever the case may be. Since then, bro, like, yeah, I don't fuck around. Like actually that part is even sadder because I had 3 rounds of prep material for Ron. I just, you know, I had a half-ass attitude about it. So nowadays, you know what I mean, I got battles, you know, I guess Black Ice isn't even considered a smaller league anymore. You know, they're bubbling. But, yeah, any of these perceived small leagues, I got, you know, performances where I'm always trying to take performance of the night. You know what I mean? I still try to keep an underdog's mindset. You know, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm not from no coast. I didn't have no mob of motherfuckers pushing me through the door. You know what I'm saying? So
blue-collar town.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand when people get up, especially on these big stages and some of the shit that they kick. I'm just like, damn, what the fuck is that? Like, who's the man that okayed that? Like,
honestly, real deal, like, I know Wayne sounds like she wants to transition, but very quickly, like, to me, like, I'm a perfectionist. I could not fathom knowing that I'm going to get up in front of hundreds, potentially thousands of people, depending on who you are, and I know I'm going to get up there and just kick something that I know is weak because I didn't try hard. Like, how do you get that comfortable that you don't try to give your best effort, knowing you're like, this footage is going to be there, it's not going to be erased, and people are going to be standing there looking at you, expecting you to, you know, give them a show, and you come up there knowing that you didn't give your best effort. To me, I can't wrap my mind around that, but some of these dudes are entirely too comfortable with that.
No, I agree, but you know what else is funny, too? Think about it. Now that's becoming a crutch, and I'm starting to wonder, like, did you just really think your shit was hot and get your ass kicked?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's easier to be like, oh, you know me, I got 3 battles this month. I didn't even try. That's why people like Cortez and DNA, there's something to say for him. Now, DNA, again, he does not show up ever and wow me. It does not matter the stage, you know what I mean? But he's consistent. You know what I'm saying? He consistently brings what he brings. You get DNA. When you get DNA, you get DNA. You know what I'm saying? So, I think some of these rappers are going to start using that as like, yeah, I just didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they already are.
Man, I wonder if you just tanked, bro.
They already are. Right. But let me ask you this, because that's a good segue into the question that I wanted to ask, that a fan had already hit me up earlier from yesterday and was like, make sure you ask. And that's a good question. Do you feel underrated? Do you feel like you're underrated and do you feel like you're a legend for that matter? Let's keep it a buck.
I'm underviewed. Yeah, I feel like I'm underviewed, but definitely not underrated because my peers respect me. Like, I have the respect where A-Verb doesn't come to battle me to get a check. Like, me and Verb battle, motherfuckers are like, damn, okay, Verb, battle. he putting some shit to he ain't come to fuck around. And that, to me, you know, when Hitman goes on Twitter and he's in a battle in Atlanta and just, you know, without tagging me none, be like, damn, real deal cold as fuck, whatever. That, to me, outweighs. I think one of the best things I've done with my own career is, I think, and this might come off a little bit arrogant, but I don't know. I don't think you could call me whack. Now, you might say I'm not your style. You might say might even say, like, I bore you, whatever. There's ways to say that I'm not your cup of tea. But you can't just be like, he's whack. Like, I never like, real deal whack. So as far as that goes, like, I don't think I'm underrated, underviewed. I don't think I've ever been given probably the proper platform and the proper hype and the proper battle that I've well deserved for years. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it's always been either me giving a shot, having to battle an up-and-comer, or, you know what I'm saying, which I'm, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool. It's all about building my brand. There's never been some huge lead-up with trailers and everything, you know what I'm saying? So, but, I mean, if you look at the resume of the people I've battled most people's favorites, you know what I'm saying, and especially writing-wise. Legend-wise, I would say yeah. And I would say, I mean, of course I'm going to be biased on me. I would say yeah, because my ability to transition so successfully across the board. And I'll be honest with you, man, in a time when it's like, oh, you know, when race tensions are so high, it was fucking hard to just be me and be white and jump over to URL. Like, that shit was not fucking easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was not, like, flat out, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for everyone who wants to be like, oh, you know, people showed some extra hype because he was white or whatever, like, yeah, I mean, there's actually, so, and then even then, I go over to URL, I was one of the top dudes in grind time. We opened the card. Now, I'm cool, like, you know what I mean? But we was the opener. And we, you know, me and Magic, and we did the thing. So I think by my ability to transition to different platforms, man, and just always put on, I might not have the million-view battle or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I'd like to see people's criteria on, you know what I'm saying, what makes a legend. If your criteria is so strict that, like, Mook gets through Hollow and maybe a couple others, then nah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm fucking Jerome Bettis. But you know what I'm saying?
I have one more. I know Angie had one more question. We got Bonnie coming up next too, but we definitely got to get you back on Ladies Night. This is a great conversation. But Angie, go ahead.
No, I just kind of wanted him to share more about his music. I didn't have a question. I do have a comment though, because like whatever say, a lot of people may not agree with. But if anybody just pays attention and go back and just watch 3 of Real Deal's battles, if you are not anywhere near, and you know what, and it's not just because like there's a disparity because he's quote unquote white. Like Real Deal is freaking brilliant. He don't talk about shit he don't know. Like there's a certain classification for a battler of his stature, and that's why he's. And listen, y'all know I don't talk about top anything. Real Deal is top 3 of my top 5. Like, really don't understand, like, how you get, and I'm not taking away from any of our other battlers, any of our other favorites, because entertainment is entertainment. But when we talking about bars, when we're talking about classic bars, Real Deal comes and he gives you something every time, and like nothing is corny about it. So I need to say that.
I'm humbled. Thank you so much.
Nah. I mean, like, you know, I've been following your career forever. So it's like
I'm still mad they ain't put that New York footage up, Ange. The New York thing, the little tournament was crazy.
It was, yeah. You know, I'm me and Norris, we gotta have a little conversation. Oh, you talking about the MTV joint you did?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Listen.
They couldn't put it out because
and I have to tell
the Japanese car sponsor was like, nah, they pulled the plug on it.
No, because it went to Rap Grid. It went to Rap Grid. I found it in Rap Grid. Listen, I found it in Rap Grid. Go look for it in Rap Grid. But Black Thought was there, Poison Pen, Danny Myers, Lotta's Day, Sway Sever, like, and let me tell you something. Real Deal finished it off. He killed everybody moving, right? And let me tell you how he is so nice. He was like, he said he screamed into the crowd. He said, somebody give me a word and watch me just flip this word. So Sway being and act like he can be and being comical. He said orange. When I say to you, Real Deal came, flipped that shit up off of Poison Pen, took some shit about, what's the purple dude, the purple dinosaur. Like, when you came back and you did that shit, I was like, yeah, like anybody in this room has got, like, man, Black Thought wasn't even an issue at the time. It was just like, yo, that was so
That
bad.
footage, they put out
like,
a highlight joint, and the footage was real crisp. They used like a movie camera, but they never put it out. But that's why people be like, you should battle Swave. I'm like, me and Swave already battled, like, in New York. So it's like weird, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy,
I don't know
but
what happened, but it came out in Rap Grid because I found it like last year. I found it last year. I was just doing some research on a couple of cats, and I was like, you know what? Whatever happened to that joint? And I don't know why. You know what? That's a major disparity. I might have to talk to some people, find out what's good. You know, all we gotta do. Everybody know Pen's a plug, and if you don't know,
Pen's the mayor.
You know, that's the plug.
Pen's the motherfucking mayor.
You know,
hey, his battle rap commentary is second to none, man.
You know,
I was watching
I
his
also want to add to any real deal fans or to anyone who's thinking about like just paying attention, please go and just listen to this man's music. Like you know, like I swear, or I know all that shit word for word. And that's hard.
You held me down heavy. I appreciate
I'm an old
that.
lady. I'm an old lady.
You held me down heavy.
All your shit word for word. Like, you are fire. I salute you on every level in this battle world. And I know it ain't easy. And, you know, so, like, you know, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you exist in this realm. For real.
No, thank you.
I you know, I'm not sucking up to you a lot, but I'm just letting you know.
No, I mean, honestly, I mean, you just always genuinely supported me, man, and that's just something that's big. Like I said, since I started this shit, because people don't know, like, when I was doing Scribble Jam or whatever, like, the West Coast, they had a little lock on Scribble Jam. There was, like, a little fraternity,
right.
Like, you know what I mean? And you was just another, like, you know what I mean? So it was hard to just break in anywhere because New York got their kind of cliquey shit. You know, Cali definitely was clicked the fuck up. So I always went with a chip. You know what I'm saying? Like, wherever I'm going, I don't want a fucking bunch of people in my corner behind me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be so.
And that's what makes the authenticity of who you are as an artist. That's what makes the authenticity of who you are as an artist real appreciated. And, you know, listen, people claim to be, like, major fans of, like, some of these battlers, and they don't get into the background of where they came from and, you know, how they came to pass and, like, you know, the exchange of the leagues. They don't get into it, like, you know, so a lot of times it doesn't even make sense to argue with people because, you know, they're going to be stuck in their ways. But, you know, if you really, really follow someone's career and you get to see, you know, where they started out to where they are now and how they still making rounds, like, you know, like, in my opinion, you belong in the legend status too. Like, because you've been there. Like, you've been doing it.
You know, it's a trip.
And you ain't
I battled less last year.
You know?
I battled less. I battled, like, and motherfuckers is like, damn, where Real Deal been at? I'm like, I look at the rap tracker. I got, like, 88 battles. I'm like, damn, I can't fucking – I fell off all of a sudden, like, because I went, you know, I got offered some battles I wasn't crazy about, and, like, you know, like you guys said, I didn't want to show up.
Bona fide battlers that we are establishing now, that are climbing the hierarchy now, when conversations come up, and let's say, you know, and just theoretically, I'll throw your name out there. Well, nobody won't fuck with you. Nobody. And that solidifies for me the position that you hold because they already know. So, you know, let the call-outs begin and let these leagues start taking it in. You know, whoever, whatever, however, let it all work. But, you know, at the end of the day, Real Deal, like, you do this. Like, you really do this. This is blood, sweat, and tears for you, and I see it and I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for sure. Thank you. You a real one
Wing,
for sure.
where you at? Because you're making me sound like a big old
Wing.
Because you know
I'm
I've
watching
been
these motherfucking
talking
pirates
all this
shit to
time,
bed,
and
man.
I've been on mute. I've been on mute. I have been talking all this damn time on mute. Oh my gosh.
I'm mad right now.
I am so
Wing.
Yo, let them know where to get the music from. We got to get Bonnie on.
Yes,
oh my
yes.
God, I
for
feel like
sure,
I'm
for
drunk
sure.
right now.
No, you good. So you can, all my shit is on iTunes. You could just Google me on iTunes. I'm on Spotify. I got my website is realdealraps.com. All that shit across the board. So you can find all my shit, man. Unreleased shit, whatever, man. It's, you know what I mean? There's a plethora of real deal activity floating around, man. So
Fire
definitely check it out.
Period. Fire.
Definitely. Well, we definitely appreciate you, Real Deal. We definitely want to get you back up here so you can talk your shit. When this battle drop, definitely people will see you and 100 Bullets.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was a dope
check that.
battle. That was a
you seen
fire
that?
battle.
That's dope. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Definitely, that was a fire-ass battle, man.
That's
oh,
what
my
I'm saying.
goodness.
Poison Pen said, I said a line, and Poison Pen was like, fuck he talking about? Yo, it almost made me fuck my whole shit up because I'm like, yo, who is that? Like, what? Hey, Poison Pen is that dude, but I thought that shit, yeah. It was dope. It was real dope. Like, it was, you know, and again, he's regarded as an underrated writer.
He really is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he is.
I've
Yes,
battled
he is.
Chilla, QP, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Thesaurus, B Magic, Big Cat, all the, like, the writers, you know what I'm saying? I've battled them. Like, I don't know why I'm just like, damn.
Ilmac, let's not forget
it's
Ilmac.
hard. Ilmac, I battled fucking Fresco years ago. Yeah, it's like, it's crazy.
Like,
so Bullets was another one that the view count is
Moneybags.
Moneybags. That was Moneybags was a week after the Awkwards joint. Penn was like, yo, can you do this Moneybags battle? I'm like, no, he's dangerous, bro. Like, I'm like, you trying to get me fucked up? Like, he's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Money needs a, you know, he needs a come up. I said, all right, and we put on a dope. Actually, that ended up, you know, the Smack fan was there and everything, and they saw that and was like, okay, yeah, he could definitely transition, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's a fucking. I mean, let me just put this out there to you guys, and then I'll let you go and get Bonnie on this shit. When the Bullets battle drop, if y'all fuck with it, blast that. Because I know predictably it's not going to do the numbers it could, you know, without finding some kind of, that's why motherfuckers be doing weird shit nowadays to try to get viral. I'm never going to be that dude. You know what I mean? So, nah, that's what I'm saying. I be thinking about, I be trying to turn down battles when I think a motherfucker will do some weird shit. Like, nah, because if this dude does some weird shit, I can't not talk through that round. Like, so
angles, humors, the bars are ridiculous from both. I mean, it's a crazy. That's what I'm saying. He had some shit, and I knew he would. You know, in my head, I'm like, damn, I can't battle one of these like quote names that aren't as bar heavy and just take off on them. But I'm like, all right, fuck it. I was like, people want to see, you know, me go against somebody who's a good writer. Boom, you know what I'm saying? And this is a fight.
Then, you know, so just definitely blast it, man. Just let it be known. And that's the beauty of battles like Rum Nitty and Av, who, you know, again, like I think it's a very, maybe I gotta watch and reassess, but I thought it's like a Pro Bowl battle as opposed to an All Pro. Like, it's really fucking good. But those names that's not Lux Hollow. And that's, like you said, ringing fucking bells. Yeah. Salute to those dudes, man. Like, JC Chilla, like you said, that was on the fucking PG, right, the night before?
Yeah.
They stole the whole
And it's a legendary battle. Real deal.
And
Real deal. Before you go, on your way out the door, you can give me a one-word answer. Because I know we got to transition, but I got to ask you a question. Just say if you told Smack I'm retiring. He said, real deal, you got to give me one more battle, and I'll give you anybody you name. I don't care who it is. Who is your opponent?
one word answer, and I'm gonna try not to cheat the question, you know, because obviously I'm gonna be like Book Cassidy or some weird shit. But we talking about one word.
It doesn't have to be one word. I said you could give me one, but you can say what you want to say. But yeah, who would it be? Anybody you want.
That's a fucking good one. Lux.
Okay.
Lux.
Sounds like a plan.
Lux. I like the way he writes. I like his style. I like the, you know what I'm saying? Lux.
Okay.
Lux.
Fair enough.
That
needs to happen.
Okay.
I think that would be crazy. That needs to happen. Oh my gosh, that needs to happen. Yeah.
All right.
I'll agree to even try and sponsor some of that shit for real.
Yeah, I think the
goodness.
Lux shit would be, because like I said, he has a different style of writing that I really appreciate. You know what I'm saying? And it would just make for
it's not
wow
going to be a
moments.
generic battle. It's not going to be a generic battle. Yeah.
Hell no.
It would make for wow moments. You know what I'm saying?
Hell nah.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
that'll be a dope battle. Well, we are going to get, again, we're going to get you back up here. Y'all go cop that music for real. Check out the battles when that Real Deal and 100 Bullets come out. King of the Dot, blast that shit. It's a dope-ass battle. And I'm not just saying that. It is a dope-ass battle.
Yo, much respect. Much respect. Thanks for having me on.
All right.
Thank you.
Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit.